Ever since ranchers and farmers discovered that antibiotics administered daily would make most animals gain much more weight, they've been feeding antibiotics to the animals we eat. In an industry where profits are measured in pennies per animal, this weight gain was revolutionary. But decades of scientific research have linked the overuse and misuse of antibiotics in food animals to rising antibiotic resistance in humans. Much of the disease resistance comes from eating antibiotics fed to cows, pigs, and chickens in our food supply. Infections that were once easy to treat, like MRSA, are now killing over 18,000 people per year, more than AIDS. What's equally alarming, studies show that eating animals fattened with antibiotics contributes to our growing obesity problem. If you believe the battle of the bulge is your fault, think again. That's why the U.S. Food and Drug Administration recently instituted regulations to outlaw feeding antibiotics that make animals grow faster on less food. By 2016, no beef, pork, or chicken produced in the USA can be fed antibiotics in order to fatten them. The meat industry opposes the new guidelines. They complain that if they can't use antibiotics, the animals will be far too lean, and that cuts into profits and increases prices. But if they increase prices, more consumers will turn to diets with less meat. The meat industry's answer to new FDA rules limiting antibiotics? Produce meat outside the U.S. in countries where no restrictions are applied to antibiotic use. They just don't want consumers to know. You may say that's a good thing. The FDA is protecting us from abuses in the meat industry that can kill us, right? Well, some politicians don't think so. Of the 4 Central Florida congressmen, 3 sided with the meat industry. Representatives Daniel Webster, Tom Rooney, and Dennis Ross, all Republicans, voted to end labeling requirements that tell consumers which country their beef, pork, and poultry come from. In addition, lack of health standards in other countries can introduce new threats to the food supply, outside threats that can escape the watchful eye of investigative reporting.
Infection from this disease always leads to death, and there is no cure. Mad cow disease, or bovine spongiform encephalopathy, is a disease that affects a cow's nervous system by putting holes in its brain, causing it to become spongy and start wasting away. The disease can also affect other tissues throughout the cow's body, as well as its blood, making it easily transferable to humans. The mad cow disease outbreak began in the United Kingdom, causing an international epidemic of the Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease.
Animals in that condition pose a higher risk of making humans sick.
After all, polls show 90% of U.S. consumers want labels that tell them where the meat is from. So why did Webster, Ross, and Rooney vote against consumers? Why did they vote against our best interest? An examination of their campaign contributions may shed some light. According to Federal Election Commission data, Webster, Rooney, and Ross all received the majority of their 2014 contributions from large corporate sponsors. So the next time you hear Webster, Ross, or Rooney tout family values, ask yourself why they voted against putting healthy food on our family's table. It can save your life or kill you.